Reaper, we back in the green room again. Make sure you subscribe to the Reaper. Make sure you thumbs up the likes, thumbs up the likes. Hey man, come on over to the Kick channel this morning. We gonna be having church about 9 o'clock, man. West Coast time. That's 11 o'clock Midwest and 12 o'clock East Coast time, man. We're gonna be having church. Come on over to the Kick channel, man, and get some of this church. We're going to be talking about Gino Jennings, man. Is Gino Jennings for real? Is he leading black people back to Christianity? The Ripper Keep It 1000, or to the Christian church, I should say, because there's no such thing as Christianity. By the teachings of the New Testament. Because when I hear Gino teaching, he's teaching out of the New Testament, which some of these Christians believe in. The Reaper Keep It 1000. I mean, this is what I hear, Gino teaching out of most of the time. And I just have, a few questions. Because Gino Jennings tells the truth about homosexuality, in the Bible from Scripture. He say he do it straight from Scripture. But when he do it straight from Scripture, he says you can eat pork. And the Bible states that you can eat pork. If you shall be found with swine flesh in your stomach, you're going to be condemned. This is what it says, in the Bible. And it speaks against the unclean thing and the clean thing and pork and swine and everything. But Gino insists that you can eat pork. He also goes by the teaching of Paul, which some believe Paul was a false prophet. The Reaper believes the whole New Testament was false. I'm just being honest. I just believe that they put that in there as a doctrine for people to follow to trip you up, because I don't believe no man can die for no man's sins, and there's no proof of that. And it says, put no God before me in heaven or in the earth, because he's a jealous God in the commandments. But, everybody praises Jesus, and then they've made Jesus somehow God in the flesh in the New Testament. The Reaper Keep It 1000. They also says you don't have to be circumcised, what Paul says. But the Bible states that you have to be circumcised. The Reaper Keep It 1000. And they also, Paul says, you're not bound by the law. It's grace. You got grace. This is why you hear a lot of Christians talking about grace. And you are no longer under the law. But, the law, even Jesus said, the law shall not go away, Heaven and earth shall pass away before the law pass away. He didn't come to, destroy the law. He came to fulfill it. So my thing of it is, I think they got some things twisted. Is Gino Jennings a false prophet to bring you back into Christianity? Because I also heard him saying that, you can eat pork. This is what got me confused. And the crosses in the church don't matter. Make sure you righteous. The Reaper Keep It 1000, which all keeps you bound up under the wrong thing and makes you unclean and unholy. The Reaper Keep It 1000. Because, once again, in the commandments, it says you shouldn't have a graven image, neither male or female or of anything. But he says these kind of things don't matter, but other things do matter to Gino. The Reaper Keep It 1000, and he said he giving it straight from the Bible. But some things people are confused about that Gino teaches. Just like Gino says he doesn't have a salary from the church. The man asked him, did the church take care of you? Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that Gino gets some money for doing what he do. I don't care if it's called a donation. I don't care if it's called a traveling expense. I don't care what. Gino gets some money for what he's doing. The Reaper Keep It 1000, huh? Now, I'm not trying to discredit the man. I'm just confused off of some of these teachings that keep us down. Because if you go to the church with a cross, you're going against the commandments. God cannot work with you if you unclean, and you got to follow the law, because the law is the one that makes you righteous. The reaper keep it 1,000, which is the commandment. So I don't understand what, some of the Christians believe in, because if I'm not following the law, that means I can do anything I want to do because I'm up under grace, and a lot of them believe that. The reaper keep it 1,000. It makes no sense to teach from Scripture, right? And then say, okay, the law is dead. I mean, you up under grace. Or I can do anything. I can't do anything I want to do but I'm up under grace. Jesus died for my sins, but I still can't sin. This is the kind of stuff that's confusing, to a lot of people. The reaper keep it 1,000. But we're going to talk about that on the Kick channel. Go over to the Kick channel, man. Download it. It's free. We're going to be on there from 9 o'clock this morning until. So go over to the Kick channel, man, and download it. And you can ask the Reaper anything you want to ask the Reaper, over there. We on the air Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 7:30, West Coast time. And we on the air, 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock until on the weekends. And we live where you can call in and ask questions. Go to Jazzbo, a.k.a. the Reaper. Notice the spelling. Jazzbo, a.k.a. the Reaper. Hit the follow button so you can get the Reaper's new shows over there. We'll see you over there, man. Peace out.